driver. Resuming progression on the playlist. What was bound to happen has happened. Well done, driver. This is a milestone in your quest to become a real NASCAR driver. Though it's only the beginning. The real competition starts now. Pretty good so far, but the drivers you'll be facing in the tournament are in a whole different league. Trackhouse, Hendrick Motorsports, RFK Racing, Joe Gibbs Racing, Tem Penske, RCR. All these teams compete in the Cup Series. They're the cream of the crop. Is ready. He's coming to meet us at the Kawaralave Speedway. So let's go meet him. By the way, expect a little surprise. You're done with Mr. Henson's old Thunderbolt. You're ready to drive your next-gen Mustang again, but all dressed up for the occasion. You're going to love it.
On your way, buddy? Well, no Thunderbolt for the big league, but I got new stickers to represent the team. Pretty proud of myself for negotiating this deal with Nichols Pickles. I love their dill pickles.
What was that?
What the hell's going on?
Someone is trying to bump into us. I'm trying to reach them.
This moron's gonna ruin the paint job.
Hey, sorry, friend. I didn't see you there.
Sounds like an obvious lie.
Oh, wait, you're the one who crashed into the wall during the qualifying race, right? Yeah, it's you. Remember me?
Driver, this man is Jimmy Wolf. He pushed you into the wall back then.
Oh, come on. Water under the bridge. But I'm glad to see you're back and... Ooh, on Team Henson? I didn't even know that old guy was still alive.
What did that young dumbass then postmaster say? He's about to get my size 12 food up his ass.
I didn't understand a word, ZZ Top. little challenge. First to reach the starting grid inside the speedway? Come on, it'll be fun. Just try not to drive too close to the wall.
That idiot reminds me of that son of a gun, Sinclair. Teach him a lesson.
Normally, I would say not to rise to this kind of provocation, but let's kick his ass.
Play bumper cars as much as you want. Omni pays my bills anyway.
Check out my car, 6-1. I'm an Omni guy now. These guys are rich. Like, loaded. You got the old geezer. Man, I always feel bad for the little ones.
Here we go. Forget that I owe a gym. There's much more at stake here. You're competing in the first quarterfinal of the tournament in a packed stadium with people from all over the US. No pressure. Or maybe a little. After all, pressure is part of the game.
Hello, and welcome to our coverage of NASCAR. And we're off for the first race under the beautiful Hawaiian sun. What a way to start the competition. It's a good start for Kyle Larson from the pole position. With Byron in car 24, we've got two Hendrick Motorsports drivers in this quarterfinal.
We know how well this team performs. It's the most successful in NASCAR history, with over 300 victories and 19 titles. And believe you me, they are not here to mess those numbers up.
Focus on speed and trajectories and corners for the first laps. Let's find our pace, buddy.
We just heard Roy Henson, Team Henson's crew chief, giving advice to his driver. Oval tracks are different from road circuits. There are far fewer speed changes and braking maneuvers, but you need to know how to manage constant high speeds and drafting. Not easy for a rookie, but 61 has made it this far and seems determined.
You know how much I like Roy Henson, but honestly, I'm afraid his driver lacks a bit of experience at this level of the game. There won't be any miracles this time.
Oh, really? Well, I can see him making it to the final. I would bet my new fishing boat on it.
Bet accepted.
Hey, that was a figure of speech, Sean.
Too late.
Come on, don't be a child.
I remember a much younger Boulder bot that would never back out. So what now, old man? Are you a man or a mouse?
Good heavens, you're putting me at risk with my Giselle. She'll kill me if I lose that boat. But what the heck? I take that bet. But if 61 does it, I'm taking your Corvette, the 71 Stingray.
Yes, that's my hombre. Easy win.
And back in the game.
Team's ready. Your stallion is down for more. I hope you're too. Admit this Mustang here is more powerful than my good old Thunderbolt. You're hitting an average speed of 180 miles per hour. That's goddamn wild. That's right, boy. New sheriff in town. Nurse her home. Like taking candy from a schoolboy. There you go. Now stretch that gap.
And the drivers are now halfway through the race. We are seeing very different pit lane strategies. Number 8 Bush has been called in by Team RCR for a refueling stop. How about a word about RCR Wiki, Sean?
My friend, hard to talk about RCR without mentioning the Hall of Famer, Dale Earnhardt. 6-time Cup Series champion with this team between 1986 and 1994. Undoubtedly one of the greatest.
Yes, indeed, he will always remain a legend in the sport. And maybe today's race will give birth to other legends. 4 more laps, gentlemen. Returning to the race after a quick stop. The NASCAR Motorfest Tour quarterfinal with just a few laps to go before we find out who will be in the semifinal.
To refuel that beast. It's white flag right now, only 1 lap to finish. Under uninvited contact. Get back to the ranch, cowboy. Your stallion needs some fuel.
This was the opening of what promises to be a heck of a tournament, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm taking it.
Henson speaking.
You're the one calling us, Mr. Henson.
What? Well, God damn it, I'll never get used to this thing. How do I hang up?
The red phone icon, sir.
Well, thank you. See you, fellas.
Is that what you people call butt dialing?
for money. Turn right on the inside. Exit the bend, but immediately take the inside left on the next bend.
Another great maneuver.
Speed up. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Keep your head down.
It's a very technical track today. In addition to the oval, the speedway includes an infield road course. Drivers will need to demonstrate great versatility.
Indeed, this type of mixed event is quite uncommon in NASCAR, but there are many different types of tracks. Whether it's the short track in Bristol, the intermediate track in Kansas, or the super speedway in Daytona, they all require very different strategies.
With the unique nature of the circuit, plus the rain, this race promises to be spectacular.
Without a doubt, the drivers will have to cope with the lack of grip, and the teams must choose their tires accordingly.
That gap. Don't forget to refuel that beast. Six more.
We almost had contact between an RFK driver and a Trackhouse driver.
Yes, number 1 Chastain was nearly hit by number 6 Keselowski. Although we know that minor collisions don't stop Melon Man.
I imagine you're referring to his daring move at Martinsville.
The boldest, craziest move of 2022. Chastain used the wall all the way around the racetrack to race his way into the championship 4. He literally did a wall ride. You won't see that in Formula One.
Well, let's not argue with the Europeans, friend. Chastain's video is online for those who haven't seen the feat yet. And that's a pit stop for 61. Is returning to the race after a quick stop.
I reckon tonight's drinks are on me.
but the road's still wet, and there's 4 more laps to the finish.
About that bet, Robert. You know, I'm an adult, and so are you, and,
Are you starting to visualize your Corvette in my garage?
Oh, man, it's not even fair!
Get used to disappointment, Sean. Are you a man or a mouse?
Oh, come on! How am I supposed to go to work without a car?
Tell you what, I'll lend you my nephew's electric scooter. Although you must have known it was crazy to have a sports car as your only vehicle.
What? I'm a single man who loves beautiful things.
Then you will love the scooter. The wheels are gold, and it lights up red when it's dark. So you feel safe.
Oh, man!
Needle's lower than a snake in a ditch. Look for the inside turn.
Racing really believe they can go all the way. They're not just looking to qualify for the finale. They said if they got this one, they can win the whole thing.
Bell and Briscoe just had an excellent 2025 season in the Cup Series. Winning this tournament would be another crowning achievement for this team.
It's far from over. Now speed up. Let's finish this thing strong.
admit that 61 got me. What a driver!
And that's not the only twist of the day. Here's what happened in the second semifinal, Sean. A very close race. Look at this photo finish. Jimmy Wolf in 94 was 0.05 of a second away from not qualifying for the final. And his celebration didn't go down too well with his opponent.
Yes, NASCAR is a sport full of passion.
Well, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because the next one is an off-event tournament, a night show. Sport TV presents a spectacular NASCAR pre-finale show featuring the finalists of the NASCAR Motorfest Tour. Speed, crashes, and maybe even jumps over helicopters. We'll see. Come and watch the pre-show of America's greatest motorsport finale. There's a party in the Fastland, and it's tonight from 9 p.m. This advertisement is sponsored by Baron Burger, America's authentic burger since 1956.
Listen, champ. This may seem like some pointless exhibition show, yet it's everything. It's your chance to win the public. Reach...
Tonight is gonna be a night to remember.
You said it, buddy. Tomorrow's finalists are here to entertain the crowd tonight. This evening's not about the competition. It's all about the show.
And I am here for it.
For the Omni team makes his entrance.
This little whippersnapper.
Wow, that's impressive.
Fast and far. For your information, the record for the longest car jump is 379 feet. Off-road driver Bryce Menzies holds that record.
Thank you, Mr. Babalu. A man with valuable knowledge, but without a Corvette. Boo-hoo.
Ha ha, very funny. Not.
Hey, I'll load it to you one weekend a year. The Henson and Omni teams have joined forces to put on a show. That's also what the spirit of sport is all about.
Over my dead body.
On all its promises.
You haven't seen it all yet. There's another round coming.
Sounds great, my friend.
Service to the country, buddy.
Oh, no way! Did you see that?
That's America for you. Hell yeah!
It's in the bag, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's get ready for tomorrow's big finale.
Lugano, Briscoe, Clausen, Wallace, Blaney, Wolf, and you. That's the starting grid for the final. I don't think you have much left to prove, but if you ever feel like winning one last race, let's do it.
This is it! The moment we've all been waiting for. 8 of the world's best drivers are competing for the NASCAR Motorfest Tour title today. And your humble servants, Sean Babaloo and I, are here to bring you live commentary. We've just watched the driver's presentation, and it's going to be crazy.
Who will end up victorious? Who will be the title champion? At the end of the day, we'll have our answer. And I don't know about you, but there's a struggle going on among these NASCAR stars that deeply entertains me. Like that duel going on between our two underdogs, 61 and 94.
I'm with you on that. Those two have a score to settle that goes back to the qualifiers. And you just heard the command for this final round.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's get racing, guys.
Grid by accident. You come a damn long way. You can beat all these guys. I know you can.
Nice pep talk, Gandalf. The kid just needs to believe.
What? What is that moron doing on the line?
I don't know. His car must have hiked us.
Yeah, that's no way to welcome a guest.
You're about as welcome as a rattlesnake on a folk dance, son.
I just wanted to congratulate 6-1. You did well. Bravo. But come on, you're not good enough for this game. Go back to the stands, drink some OG juice, and watch the true racers do their stuff. like a good fan. No offense. You think you're a true racer? You could have won a junior goddamn karting cup in whatever godforsaken corner of Iowa you crawled in from. You should watch what you say, Pops. I've seen others like you before. All hat and no cattle. You asked for it. It's on.
Whoa! We just witnessed a very spicy exchange between Crew Chief Henson and Iowa Jim.
Now this is quite unusual. Wolf, who's from Omni Team, managed to get through on the Henson Team radio.
Roy Henson wants that win. He's never gotten the chance to hold a NASCAR trophy. This could be his road to redemption. That is, if Jimmy Wolf doesn't come and spoil the party.
This race has started in a very tense atmosphere.
I love it.
Dwell on the lineup, but what driver? Living legends on the grid today. Sean, tell us more.
There is so much to say about it. There are guys like Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, and Joey Logano, who have all won the Cup Series.
Nothing but stars. We could not have asked for anything better.
Indeed. And let's not forget Bubba Wallace from the team owned by Michael Jordan, a very serious contender.
The level is incredible. Anything can happen at any time in this race. Benson's car is returning to the race after a quick stop.
Come back home, nice and easy. Your stallion is down for more. I hope you're too.
Of the race, tire pressure is important, and drivers who have not pitted could run out
Wait!
of...
Trouble in the cluster, Sean. Wallace goes around in front of the field. Whoa! 22 Logano is involved. Kyle Larson is involved. 9 Chase Elliott is in it too.
Cars colliding on the back straightaway.
Briscoe is hit by Ryan Blaney. Oh, it looks like the race is going to end here. That's terrible.
Holy smokes! 94 and 61 got away unscathed.
It's just these two now. Unbelievable. Tonight, the champion will be a rookie.
You got this, pal. That fool is gonna take the beating of his life. We're coming for you, Sinclair.
It's Jimmy Wolf, sir.
Same kind of pretentious bastards.
Gym number 1, don't you understand?
Hard all the way. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
competition. That's simply unprecedented. That's what I call a celebration burn.
You did it! You goddamn did it! Woo-hoo! Proud of you, buddy!
Look at them! The team is going wild! That dude certainly deserves his moment of glory. Who could have bet on this?
Well, certainly not you, my friend. A day of thunder in Hawaii. Ladies and gentlemen, a bolt of lightning has just struck Iowa Gym, and it comes from the Henson team, the Miracle team.
Iowa Gym, and it comes from the Henson team, the Miracle team. I can't help but replay that moment over and over again. It was so epic. I wish it wasn't over. Just one last race. Anyway, Mr. Henson asked me to guide you to the container to pick up your surprise. He left you a voice message. I'll share it with you once we get there.
So, buddy, how does it feel to be a star now? You should take care of yourself. All that glitz and glamour can drive you mad, you know. Right time to say goodbye, then. But I left something for you. Show my appreciation for what you done. That, my friend, is a bona fide UFO, and it's yours. Climb aboard this infernal machine and set off for Wonderland. It's the kind of vehicle that makes you fly. And as they say in Texas, adios, amigo.
end of the NASCAR Motorfest tour. But there's still some activities to complete in this NASCAR experience. Omni, Jimmy Wolf's team, is setting up a bunch of trials. Looks like they still want to prove to everyone that their drivers are the best. A new playlist just opened up. A new playlist experience is here. Hey driver, what's up? You're about to enter a very special and exclusive Motorfest experience, in which you'll get to trade a steering wheel or a remote controller. Motorfest and Phaser, our partner RC Car Brand, are bringing you a nostalgia-infused playlist where micro-tech meets micro-scale possibilities. Reset everything you think you know about driving. These remote-controlled cars are something else. Events for a comprehensive RC experience. You're about to rediscover Hawaii from a totally different perspective. To the next objective. did you last play with an RC car? Well, we've got just the playground and the car you need to jump back into childhood. your inner kid and abandon all common sense. It's playtime. Unique handling. You'll feel it right away. You can spin, bounce, and jump. Yeah, because to an RC car, the world is full of fun obstacles to get by on. Don't worry, this event will get you used to it. Use your jump here. RC car we got you is the Trick Shot. Perfect for this kind of colourful track. And the little driver in there is the 8-ball. Coaster. And check out this RC car. Great attention to detail by Phaser. You passed your RC driving test. Hawaii just got a whole lot bigger.
this a do-over.
A little cargo cruise now. Here's your new playground and a new car, Rust Bucket. Don't forget to jump, dodge and speed up to avoid the traps and make the most of your environment. You can also use the extreme mode with the RCs if you like to perform tricks mid-air. Nice! Nothing you can't do with this Rust Bucket and its handsome robot chauffeur. Well done, sailor. Now, how about we go mess around in Honolulu with one of these RC bad boys? Biggest four-wheeler we got meets the smallest. An event that's all about contrasts. You'll see. Big. Here you go. How's that for a play part? Small, fast, versatile. The exact opposite of a monster truck. Did I forget to tell you? These RCs can drive on water as long as you go fast enough. So keep up the pace. Nancy and its little pilot guy are quite the quality toy. You nailed it in Honolulu. Now come on, I'm bringing you to another cool spot. Terrain this time with a special static camera. Be sure to keep your eyes on your micro machine. of the best things with RC cars is to get them in the dirt. No, for real. Just look at any RCTV commercial ever. So well, let's do that. the best things with RC cars is to get them in the dirt. for real. Just look at any RCTV commercial ever. So well, let's do that. Battery pack sold separately. I mean, great race! back on asphalt, but not for too long. More dirt sessions are coming later. Sit tight, with your controller in hand. From where you stand, you'll have the whole track in sight. handling that RC Comet from a distance. You did really well in there. I believe you even made a little kid contestant cry. Oh, sucker. You ready for more? Then let's go. Back on urban terrain with a list of actions to perform. Your RC, Rust Bucket. got it done. Damn, that robot is sexy. Off we go, driver. We're in for some more RC off-roading. A little close track on the dirt. Just what you need to mess with your new toy, the General. Awesome, Joe. I hope you like playing in the dirt, because we're going back in. The RC Coyote is waiting for you. unmissable Maui bamboo forest through the prism of an RC car. definitely takes to these trails like a duck to water.